The Chiefs versus Pentanet GG. Grand Finals. Live at DreamHack Melbourne. 2022 LCO Split 2 delivered by. Olha, estamos milionários, tá? Já tem que gastar o English, né, guys? Vai começar a gastar o English. Oh, o Balkan! Vocês viram o Balkan? É o Balkan. Vocês lembram do Balkan? Olá, lá, 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 lá. Fala espanhol? Um pouquito, um pouquito. Não falo espanhol, não falo não.
Because nobody roams better than Aladoric does. He's always one step ahead of the play. For me, it is a support difference.
You look at jungle, these two Korean titans, they're just phenomenal, right? I mean, you look at Arthur, coming to Split 2, I mean, he's my MVP of the year.
But Balkan will not back down from the challenge.
Uau. Nós também tem jogo coreano, tá? Nós também tem jogo coreano, ok? É. Mano, esse Tali, a última vez que eu lembro dele, ele não era um cara que tava jogando de trinda, bagunçando nós?
A matchup going into our 4 or 5 bans here. The Swain that was hovered is going to be banned. Ari wants to have as safe a time as possible in the lane and more ADCs to be taken away. Raze isn't allowed to have fun.
No, and I don't think we're at all surprised by this outcome, right? The fact that they want to
O Biel do Mal falou que lá não precisa nem tirar visto pro Mundial. Vai ser tão vergonhoso assim. O Biel do Mal gosta de falar muitas coisas, cara. O Biel do Mal gosta de falar muitas coisas. Tá ligado? Ele dá a opinião dele e tudo bem. Segue o jogo. Mas ele gosta de falar muitas coisas. Apenas isso que eu digo.
make sure his life is as difficult as possible.
Savage.
He has been in this situation before. 5 removed. Raises the focus. He's the superstar.
Here's the thing, right? Like, if they just lock in Jinx Lulu, I think they're still good. Because
Sure.
then they have team fighting, they have scaling. Right now, they've got a lot of early game pick and aggression through their top side, right? And they need something bot lane.
E um adendo, tem maneiras e maneiras de você falar certas coisas. Que aí, pra mim, onde mora um probleminha do guerreiro. Nada contra, nada a favor. Apenas constatando aqui, ok?
That scales them into the rest of the game if it does go that late. You know your matchup of the Sivir, you don't know what the support will be, and Pentanet are notoriously capable of 5th picking that support champion. But this time around, it's the tried and true. If you saw Friday's games, Amumu was so good for Rogue, it had to be banned.
It did a lot of work, didn't it? Those first 2 games really on point, making sure that Praetor was allowed to play as aggressive as he did to become the MVP of that particular series. No surprises, it's denied. Aphelios, despite 5 removed, it is still there for the taking. You've certainly set the silver platter with engaged
Esse
with
top
hope
1
and
aqui também já é
potential.
antigo, não é?
From Aphelios to
Eu
take
lembro
over
desse
this game.
nick.
They're going to go with a Braum with it, so
Adoric
a lot more
também.
aggression in the lane. It can be incredibly passive if you want to, but I think the reason Braum is so good is Amumu has to go forwards and often goes Glacial Augment, so isn't going to be very tanky if the Bandage Toss connects, and then you get stunned, and then you are just dead. And that is a very viable way to get through laning phase, and skirmishes in the game is...
Oh!
There we go, Renekton is going to be seen as going to be locked in. Couple of boos perhaps for the Renekton in general in the audience.
What's the first time we've seen them actually lock it in without the Nidalee? Balkan's always gone for that
Pô, o
one. That has
dressing da Chiefs tá
guaranteed it. We
bem.
saw last time Winter play it. Didn't have the most fun.
Bem
Had to
okzinho,
relegate himself
tá?
to a bit of more supportive
Só
facility.
que tanto eles quanto a ADFM quanto a Chiefs, os caras não ligam muito pra pop não, viu, velho? Nem pra pop, nem pra Trundle. Olhando o meta, assim, eu acho que eles deveriam ter um olho nesses champions aí também, tá?
Facilitator version of the champion, but I mean, it's to a T
não
what
liga muito,
Pentanet's
não.
been known for, right? Sheer aggression. We're dashing
pop
in
e
with
tudo,
bandage
Undri.
tosses, with fate unsealed, with, you know, on the hunt, for instance, from a Sivir to get you
Campeão da
in.
onde?
Yeah, no doubt. I
Oceania.
mean,
Chiefs
as
só
it
time que a gente
stands,
vai
every
jogar
single
contra
lane
também.
for PGG can be ganked. It is a very easy time to be Balkan on this Sejuani and look for gank options. I can assure you all that that will be a Renekton top lane. No one freak out with the trade yet to happen, as it gets confirmed now, where I think the Chiefs, I would consider them more flexible in terms of how they want to play, right? The Ahri can ult forwards, can ult backwards to safety. Ahri, one of the hardest to kill champions. Braum very good at defending, especially in that 2v2, stopping the Sivir boomerangs, for example.
isso em cadê?
Well, those are your console locked on in, and not a creation, but across all 20, you really can look to try and level.
Gonna
DreamHack Melbourne, let's see what these teams are made of. The Chiefs, it's been such a long time since they've last been on this stage. For Pentanet, they are warmed up and ready to go. I cannot wait to see where the action comes from. Where does it start and where does it go? Oh,
Já pausou. Pix.
it wouldn't be Oceania without a pause.
4-16 and
Opa.
the arena behind them.
And there will be a lot of belief from the side of the PENTANET players, right? The staff, the coach, the ability to say that we have that volatility. They have to respect what we can bring to the table. There's no denying that the Chiefs are still the heavy favorites in this one. Why wouldn't they be? But if PENTANET can find those moments they've done so successfully, all split along those 50-50, flip that coin, and suddenly a little bit of magic may just happen on the Rift.
The big points in the game so far is that it was, first of all, seen that Arthur was doing the blue buff, went through with a bit of inspection there, just puts his face in the blue buff area, sees it, and it was a leash on the bottom side from Rogue and Praedyth, which is a clear sign they're not looking to get that level 2 priority, not looking to play too crazy for that one. Sivir also starts W now, and it's just a menace. Chips away at your health slowly but surely. Rogue is the one that has to be
Caramba, ele tá
super
coçando
careful.
muito, velho.
He doesn't want to die. Cannot bandage toss at the wrong time or he is done for.
Certainly is. If you do jump on in, the Winter Spite's going to connect to you. It's the
Vamos aqui
support
a bala
version of
pra
that
3,
Sejuani, the
4
passive
da
underneath
tarde.
Praedyth right now. Take that up to 4. And you're locked in place for a fair bit of time.
Balkan having a look in mid lane. He's going to go for it.
Here he is. He's poking his head in for the meantime, activating the ability for Yuri to find stun success as well, but Tally can just roam all the way down bot side river. Not concerned. Good little charm. Interrupting that dash across. The damage still does connect. It's going to drag on back, and still, Tally's the one on the worst end.
Yeah, still a nice little trade there from Yuri. Wave pushing towards Tally's turret, however. So still relatively safe is the Ahri. Teleport in hand as well, and didn't even need to use a summoner spell. Bandage toss connects. That was a Hail Mary. Threads the needle.
Just going to stabilize this bot lane for the meantime, juggle the health bars around, and make sure that neither side gets too big for their boots. Arthur here playing towards the bot side now, picks up that Scuttle Crab. Balkan, meanwhile, going to use the Scryer's Orb and reveal that the top half is completely barren at the moment, so he can do the same.
For the first clear, however, both junglers have been able to track one another. They know exactly where they are or where they were going to be, so it is very hard to make
meu olho
those
tá
plays
coçando
to get
muito,
those
guys.
ganks
Porra, é
to be
essa, mano?
successful. So ward comes in just after the sweeper dissipates. Alidoric not going to be able to find that ward. Means that they're a little bit more safe. However, Arthur can lane gank.
Ai, caralho.
Winter given a chance, having crashed that wave in to make
Bot
magic
fighting.
happen top side. Bot side though, Guardian is going to be burned. Arthur is waiting in the wings, no vision in these bushes, so PENTANET won't have an idea. He may just be able to sneak around the bottom of that
Oh, the
Alpha. There's the
flash.
flash, he's missed the Winter's Bite. The passive is there, we're on the damage. Oh, that's Praedyth dead. That is first blood, and that is Chiefs. Hot and ready on stage.
And it is so easy for a Brawman and a Philios, especially with the purple weapon, to be able to find purchase on those kills very early and very successfully. Spell Shield not going to provide anything. No cleanse from Praedyth. Is reliant on his Spell Shield, and he gets punished big time in this game.
Certainly does. You connect with that spell, you get a little bit of health back, and it's just not enough in a situation where you are overwhelmed by pressure of 3 Chief members. Textbook stuff from Arthur once again. He just knows right place, right time. It always pays off.
Yeah, just has such great presence of mind and knows where he needs to be on the map. Also plays with Alidoric exceptionally in that respect. Praedyth, as he gets back towards his bot lane, will find that most of the minions are already dead. As
Yuri
Chiefs
da
left
Rainha
that
viu o
in a
próprio.
slow push for them. That's very
E o
satisfying to
Balkan, que
watch.
era da Redemption.
He is one of my favorite champions of Philios. The art of juggling those weapons, as PENTANET will crash that wave, will have Balkan here, so say, you know what, 5 minutes on the dot, let's go for first Drake.
And Chiefs don't seem like they want to contest this one just too much. They're going to be a little bit late if they do go for it now. 2k health on it. Sweeper comes through, ward goes down, and they know that it's there. It's actually going to reset.
I don't know if that's enough
Oh,
time for Arthur
Mumu.
coming in. Bandage toss onto Raze. Raze in trouble. Raze is dead.
Caralho,
Yuri's
que
found it.
conteste feio,
Back
mano.
towards the Drake we go, and that's a 2-for-1
Caralho,
special.
que? Eu não... Que?
2k health on
O
it.
Brown tá sem flash ignite,
Sweeper comes
o Aferes tá sem
Through,
flash,
ward
o
goes
Kong
down,
tá
and they know
nível
that it's actually
5,
going to reset.
a Ahri tá no mid.
I don't know if that's enough
Oh,
time for Arthur
Mumu.
coming in. Bandage toss onto Raze. Raze in Trouble Race is dead. Yuri's found it.
O que eles acharam que ia acontecer
Back
ali?
towards the Drake we go, and that's a 2-for-1 special. Make it a 3-for-1. PENTANET have got everything they wanted and more.
They get the Drake, they get 2 kills into the carries as well of the PENTANET roster. And that Drake was never something that the Chiefs were going to be able to contest, waiting for level 6, but they have a crack.
Doideira, tá?
And we said expect aggression. I think the Chiefs presented that. Sometimes with the good, sometimes with the bad.
A false sense of hope, though. You have to say the fact that the Drake resets, Arthur still coming on through, thinking maybe, just maybe, there's an angle on which we can contest this.
Remember, Alidoric level 3 at the point of this engage, and it's actually just Rogue that finds the angle at the same time as Yuri connecting with the Q3 Tornado. Everybody on PENTANET is on the exact same page, and that page is go in, kill them, do not even let them get close to the Drake.
And that's what I love so much about the org of PENTANET. There's just so much composition and confidence to back up every single maneuver.
Just used his W, he's in a bit of trouble.
Zapoon is in trouble. In jumps Balkan, the stun passive, it's looking to try and start up. 1, 2, 3, there's the flash away. Has to show respect.
Has to flash, uses the ultimate as well. Rogue.
Oh! That's the combo! Tally, Spirit Rod him again.
Oh!
Ban the Amumu.
Bandage toss 1 and number 2, it's just too much.
Rogue's just squeaky clean with this pick. It got banned on Friday. That's how good he is with this champion. The Amumu comes up clutch once again. Rogue gets unleashed on the map. Big wave to Crasher. He'll be here to protect this one, but what a fantastic start to the first game.
Without a doubt, so many champions left up and available. The fact that Amumu goes on through and already a huge driving force putting them in the lead now. And quite honestly, this is a rare opportunity because we just do not really see Chiefs behind. I think if you look at the average stats across, 24 games, they're always up 2,000 to 3,000 by that 15-minute mark. So if PENTANET can keep their foot on the gas, we're in with a series.
Yeah, PENTANET average being ahead at 15 minutes against almost every single team. Their league average is exceptional, but Chiefs is always the exception to the rule. And we also know that while Chiefs love to play aggressive, they love skirmishes, their composition will be very good at picks, right? With the Ari using the ult and the charms, with Wukong going in as well. But they don't have to rely on that just yet. They can still let the Aphelios scale. They can still look for team fights, but the question is if this continues. So far, so good as the gold is concerned, but Herald's going to be a sizable gold advantage.
Certainly is. A lot of gold that they can net them with those turret plates being achieved, as well as the local gold found upon acquisition. There it is. PENTANET just a little bit too clean in these early stages. First Drake, first Herald.
They're going to be spotted here by Control Ward, so the chance to dive here is going to be spotted at the very least by PENTANET. They will choose to stay, not feeling too threatened. All Summoners going to be there for the bottom lane. Chiefs having no flash on both of their members down here, so it is hard to execute. And they're just going to disengage. Second camp clears to be had as well here, Skimmy, so realistically not going to be looking for anything just yet. 2 minutes till a Drake, a lot of downtime to be had, a lot of farm to be made. You can see Yuri picking up these assassin-style champions again. His Akali on Friday was exceptional, and his Yone definitely meets that bar.
It's a standout performance for me. I'll always remember the game he played it in, split one up against Peace, I believe it was. That huge ult down bot side, trying to turn the game around on its head.
Yuri ainda joga só campeões AD.
Stacking up the Conqueror right now, getting a little bit aggressive.
O Jace e o Lucian dele era embaçado, né?
Drag
O
straight back
Lucian
into
dele,
that one.
porra, era fortíssimo.
Answering back with damage of his own.
Equalizing the trade nicely. No one here to support the top laners, however, as all things should be. They will be stuck on an island, just trying to farm and hit each other for entertainment purposes.
Nice, good charm again, but Yuri still managed to buffer the damage before he then jumps on back with the Elastico. Worth noting, though, Rogue having found so much success with these assists, the stopwatch is already active and ready to go. Zapoon topside, we're on. Dominus and the world end. They're both ultimates being used. And a straight disengage away.
Yeah, Winter had no ability to chase from that point. The ultimate being used by top lane, giving movement speed, gets himself out to safety. Both top laners having rushed their boots means they are lacking in the damage department anyway. They're just being much more survivable. Tally as well, you would have seen him use the Ignite in mid. That was the unsealed spellbook that he was just cycling through. Teleports back to mid anyway, as that teleport comes back up and available. Herald summon.
Well, Zapoon has no summoners, he has no pressure, he's just burnt that ultimate, so that's a 3v drive-by. Summon the Herald, instant gold injection goes towards Winter. A champion like Renekton needs that early source of strength. If they can get a kill, if they can get a gold lead, more and more of those 1v1s will be teased at.
Nice little gold injection. However, if you consider how close it is to the Drake spawning, this gives time for the Chiefs to be able to establish a small amount, at least a small array of vision control. Yone going to be hyper-aggressive in mid lane. Yuri and Tally constantly trading, but Arthur's here first.
Dia 27
It's
Mundial
now
não, dia
Pentanet's turn
29.
to make a play. Both top laners are here, Skimmy. There is a real world where we get a 5v5, and it starts off right now.
Certainly does. We're on. That is the Glacial Prison locking in place Arthur, but that's just a clone. That's not who you're after. Instantly, Pentanet have to disengage away. Chiefs corral themselves through this river, straight on towards the dragon. Vision in a 3-point square. Pentanet no longer interested.
They had the ability to walk in if they really wanted to, but they would have been face checking a pretty high damage combo, and it's risky. You don't want to walk into a Wukong, and they were funneled into a choke point, so the Drake does go the way of the Chiefs. That equalizes objectives on these Drakes at 1-1. Yuri will sneak himself a turret plate, but consider that 11 minutes in, even if you felt like Pentanet are outright in control of this game overall, it's only 400 gold. It is nothing between them.
Really isn't. Falcon's ult isn't there for the
Fazendo algum
moment.
bootcamp
So
no Mundial. Pô, o Robô e o Brains postaram hoje. Parece que eles vão hoje pro México.
pressure
Então
permitted
devem
by
fazer o
Windsor,
bootcamp lá.
exacerbated by
A
a
partir de
summoning
amanhã
of
já
the
deve
Herald.
botar
It's
no
just
gameplay.
a great awareness to rotate the map. Well, Chiefs should go for Drake. We go for first turret instead.
Yeah, making sure it was a trade really nicely done by PGG. Botland, of course, staying isolated. Topun was just staying top to soak up that experience. He knew there was no way that he was going to get to the structure. And Arthur actually does walk up to try and protect him once the turret drops, making sure that Pentanet don't do anything illegal. They don't go too far after the turret, but they had their eyes on the prize correctly. They're able to secure it as planned.
Quick itemization check-in as it's another charm combo. Yuri looking for damage.
Aí,
He's
Yuri, não
finding
tá
it ever
botando
so
no talhe, tá?
consistently as well.
He straight up, with his first Q, just crit tally.
And he's not going for the Blade of the Rune King or that Sunfire build that we saw run rampant for so many weeks, right? Straight back to crit variation of Yone. It's going to be squishy, but it's going to pack a big punch.
Yeah, Shieldbow does help a little bit, of course, with what is being a very fragile champion. And very much is about those outplays when you go the full crit
Tem
build.
notícias da janela de transferência. Yuri vai jogar na NTZ 2023. Você é o Shultana, só acredito no Shultana.
And it does feel like so far Yuri has had run of the
Shultana me falar que é verdade, eu
a
aceito.
sizable difference between these teams.
And how often have we said it across the entirety of the split, right? Always looking at Yuri. What can he do? If everybody else has faltered, then he's always risen to the plate. Only member in the game right now with that bounty. And it's had firm control of this mid lane. Big rotation bot side right now. Looking to try and catch up Praetor. Let's see if he's greedy to stay away for this next minion wave.
Purple weapons, this can absolutely work. Alidoric flash Q to start it off.
Gale falls in, there's the Gravitimmer flash away on the hunt. There's the stun, there's the damage, there's the kill. That's Arthur answering back. That's his second of the day. And now that Drake is looking a lot more attractive.
Ghost still available for Praetor, unable to use it in that skirmish. Just gets immediately taken down. So much crowd control that they're able to share. Velkan standing in the area, just playing with his food. Mashing the S key, oddly enough. Velkan seems to be a big fan of that new tech he's discovered.
All the while, we've had Winter split pushing like an absolute demon, forgoing his own mythic item straight towards that Black Cleaver. Wants to empower the rest of his team. That's going to really help out the likes of Praetor and Yuri.
Herald started. Pentanet inside line to get him.
Tirando ali a hora que a Chiefs deu uma surtada.
Chiefs, they'll get the red buff onto Arthur.
Foram contestar o drag e o jogo tá bem.
They show no signs of coming here. Another free
Tá bem
objective goes
parado.
the way of Pentanet. Another opportunity to summon it. Another opportunity to break some structures, and 2 outer turrets, or even the mid lane outer gone, is crucial for them
Poucas
to continue
kills,
to
né?
find picks. Sejuani, so many more flank angles.
Certainly can be the driving force to get the party started. That outer turret in the mid lane is holding on by a hair's breadth as it stands. Plates down now, past the 14-minute mark. For Chiefs, it's all about keeping eyes in the sky, keeping tabs as to where Pentanet are. Pentanet going to take full force of that at one.
So Gale Force for Raze would have to cleanse if Velkan found him. He's going to opt out of the risky way. He's going to take the safe path. Tally will trade turrets on the bottom side of the map, but that mid-outer is still crucial and very easy to get when all you have to do is summon the Herald. 0 time spent there, other than to confirm that it charges. 45 seconds, Gimme. We've seen action at every single Drake, or at least the intent is there. Big level 6 ultimate composition from PENTANET as well. And Praedyth, regardless of if he's behind, has a Kraken Slayer at this moment, and it coincides perfectly for a fight.
Summoners up available, but no flash available there for Praedyth, however. Stopwatch and check now for Raze 2, anticipating a major fight with a Drake so far. Ocean up for grabs, a juicy target here in a game 1 of a best of 5.
Rogue hunting. Renekton top lane, so the ability to engage is still there. He'll be able to teleport in.
Agora vai estourar uma luta legal.
Disregards the fact that he's teleporting up, wants to be here first and foremost.
Reto.
Wants to make sure that his team is an immediate threat.
Tipo, mano, ó, uma coisa, eu já acho que esses caras que jogam assim de Congo, esses caras já tem que estar buscando entrar aqui, tá ligado? Tem que ficar tentando alguma coisa, mano. Ficar aqui reto eu acho muito ruim, velho. Nem que seja entrar por aqui, tá ligado? Dar o W pra cá, depois flash E pra surpreender, mas vir reto. Não acho legal, velho.
And he comes now, he's putting great work topside. The fight breaks out. Rogue jumps in with the bandage cross, looking for the ult. Flashes on in, hits out 3, goes golden for the meantime. Drake's still there. In they jump, Cyclone knocks them all up. There's the kill. Raze answers back, still alive, flashing away, cleansing, damaging, doing what he can. Tally holding on for dear life. Double kill here for Raze. He's still alive. Rogue jumps in with the bandage cross, looking for the ult. Flashes on in, hits out 3, goes golden. In the meantime, Drake's still there. In they jump, Cyclone knocks them all up. There's the kill. Raze answers back, still alive, flashing away, cleansing, damaging, doing what he can. Tally holding on for dear life. Double kill here for Raze. He's still alive, Rusty. He is just untouchable. Are we looking at a perfect ace? We are.
Raze just goes crazy. Everybody on the Chiefs steps up to the plate massively.
Oh, no.
Raze just goes crazy. Everybody on the Chiefs steps up to the plate massively.
Oh, no.
Aladoric, insult to injury. He will give a bit of charity over to PENTANET, says you deserve this one, but the turret is still ours. 2k gold lead out of that one skirmish in the Chiefs. What a way to kick off the third Drake.
And a Mumu se matou, engajou no Atrox.
It's the Rogue engage that starts off decently well. Flashes, finds.
Aí ele foi, o Yone ultou todo mundo, o Renekton usou Double E, foi levantado, ficou sozinho porque o Yone voltou, o Amu morreu, a Sejuani ficou no Atrox,
and Yuri unfortunately misses
o Yuri
that
tomou passivo do Brown e
tornado.
morreu.
Raze is able to stand perfectly still and just melee range with the chakrams and just annihilates them.
And the biggest takeaway for me there, Rusty, is the fact that yes, he did have to burn double summoners, he's still got the stopwatch. He is that confident in his ability to stand and deliver with the chakrams, as you highlight that, no, I'm not in danger. Job's there to take. Perfect ace.
I think it goes without saying that if you're going to look for those engages in future, you're looking for Raze every single time. And the window is open, right? He has no summoner spells, as you highlight. Arthur
getting excited. Excited for good reason too, because Chiefs won the way. PENTANET putting so much priority towards split pushing. I feel like Winter has spent half this game absent-mindedly pushing. It's almost a whole break of variation.
Yeah, yet he has the
normal assim é quando os caras rusham. É você rushar uma bot RK pra depois fazer um mítico. Rushar
Gosto muito não. Get the Yone free hitting with those crits. Get Siva ricocheting as well, getting all of those bounces across. It'll be really nice when he gets involved in those team fights, but for the moment, he's going to continue to split push. He's going to be relentless and try and find avenues where Chiefs have to answer him. Suddenly an angle exists, right? They just pick up the wound.
Man, your screen just before, and Yuri is incredibly strong now at this point. Second item complete with the mortar reminder. Heal cut is there to utilize. Let's check in then with the total gold. As a result, Yuri is at the top of the table. Tapuna's dashed across the wall, dashing back across. World Ender starts to come into effect here. Has his world ended? Has he delayed enough? Gore Drinker goes out. He's sustaining for the meantime. He's still alive! The Chiefs of cavalry, they are here. They turn it around, PGG. You just did not have a chance. And Tapoon, untouchable.
Yeah, you think you've caught Tapoon. He survives for so long. Gore Drinker, ultimate, all of the healing. The Chiefs just come through. The cavalry was in fact there. Reinforcements arrive. Look at the Chiefs right now. 8 seconds until the Baron spawns. And they've already pinged, I'm on my way.
They've knocked on the front door of this one. Perfect timing. A pick with the jungler dead, make it a 3v5, make it a TP into the mid to this Baron that is just dropping down ever so quickly. Rogue, he doesn't have flash, he does have ult and ignite. Will they hold it in a 50-50 flip? Yuri, he's already used the slingshot, the Infernal Chains are burnt, they jump across the wall. Alpha secures the Baron, now they want to disengage away. Pentanet's still not strong enough.
E eles não tem muito dano mágico, tá ligado?
Chiefs too clean with it.
Os caras fazem essas duas tab ninja ali e já tanca todo mundo.
Let's watch this skirmish that leads to the Baron one more time. Tapoon just gets CC locked. They really do play the forefront of this skirmish perfectly. Tapoon able to hit the QE combo, right? Has the Gore Drinker. All of his abilities connect. And then Raze comes through with the Infernum Cannon. Alidoric hits the ultimate as well on his Braum. And all of Pentanet came tumbling down.
And now it appears as if it's business as usual. Chiefs back in the driving seat. They were down a couple of thousand gold, a rare moment for them.
Talvez essa tenha sido a razão dele fazer a cleaver, mas
in the driving seat, 5k to their name. Map control back in the driving seat for them to push and provide and give this gold lead something to talk about.
Still, for PGG, they've got the Siva, right? They've got the ability to farm really nicely. Yuri with the teleport on his Yone has got split push angles, and they can team fight if they find the opportunity. But right now, that 4k gold deficit starts to grow. Chances in this game start to dwindle. Huge damage comes out from Tapoon. They're going.
They are certainly going in with the Glacial Prison, locking in place Toppy. Winter on the widest flank. Dominus charge up. He's got the Fury. Knock up 2 right now. Looking to try and assassinate Raze. Raze is your target. He's burnt cleanse. He's still got stopwatch. Flash in check. Doesn't need it. Goodbye, Winter. Turn it around. Moonlight Vigil ready to rock and roll. Red and white, don't fight. Chiefs too clean. Tally jumps in. He wants more. He goes golden. I'm a statue. I come on out. And Yuri is just taunting. He knows he's dead. And now they're just unstoppable.
And it may not be just Yuri, it's 3 members. This could be a Nexus as well.
Sei lá.
Rogues here played at this
O jogo foi muito rápido, 22 minutos vai acabar. Foi 2 lutas, tá ligado? Uma luta no Drake ali, que porra, o Amumu foi bem troll. A Chiefs nem precisa fazer muita coisa, mano.
They are incredibly low. One Nexus turret is all they can get.
Just a little bit too much damage left
Os caras engajaram
behind. Too little health
Chiefs
remaining. Kratos not going to be able to stop those bases.
Fizeram muita coisa não.
Baron Empowerment makes sure that that is the case. We'll watch this skirmish one more time because my eyes go to Winter to see what he can do with Raze, but red weapon there.
O Yone bate no Atrox.
Not a lot of damage is going to come through, and the reality is now you're stuck. This Black Cleaver build is not meant to assassinate. You want your team to be connecting, and Tally goes insane here.
Rapaziada, eu vou ter que sair agora. Vou deixar na Rádio Takas aí